Welcome to the
Welcome.
Happy Tree Friends sketch
Hello,
and
friends.
character design section. We have today here Aubrey Ankrum,
Welcome.
co-creator. Rody Montijo,
Hello.
director and co-creator. And myself, of course, Ken Navarro. Hello.
Welcome.
Animation director. And Jim Lively, sound engineer. So we're going to be talking about the sketches and the early character designs right now. And here we go.
All right. This here is
The first one you'll be seeing.
first one you'll be seeing is Resistance is Futile, which was just a drawing we just did on some construction paper and hung it around the office. This subliminally seeped in the minds of people at the office, and
That was our plan.
and they were like, "That'd be a great show."
Well, we had this idea, but to get it through and pitch it and stuff, we just thought this poster might help things along subliminally, so it holds a special place in our hearts.
Kind of got things going. So that's the big story behind that one.
This is an early concept when Rody and I were working on it. Ultimately, all the stuff that you saw on the screen was drawn by Rody because his look was better than mine. And this picture here demonstrates
Aubrey
it quite,
sucked.
quite well. All my stuff's kind of like, it's all 1930s, like 1920s, 1930s cartoon ripoff of the, I think there's even one later on in here with macaroni elbows. It's just kind of,
It's good because it served as the basis of what we were trying to get. There's the cute, classic cartoon characters.
It was just exploring a whole bunch of stuff, and it's good, and then kind of trimming down from there.
more embarrassing pictures that I drew. Less said, the better.
We did get the eyeballs, though.
I
The pupils, those kind of Pac-Man pupils.
think the Woody Woodpecker studio guys are going to sue us for the Chili Willy infringement here. I think
But
it's-
no legs.
Oh,
legs.
see,
No legs.
yeah, see, you're right. Chili Willy has legs. He has none.
Yeah, you're in the
it's
clear.
way different.
That'll
Character.
hold up in court. No legs.
I think this was the transformation, like the flippy kind
Yeah,
of.
this must have been the first Flippy character. Yeah.
Tell us what we were thinking, Aubrey Ingram.
Or not
Wow, I think there's a lot of like not thinking. I like that the arrows goes both ways. It's very important, because he could,
Right,
you could
go
meet him
either way.
Either way. I think,
No in between, though.
Once again, I think let's let the art say what it has to say by itself. Yeah, okay, another drawing by me. Okay.
That's good.
Oh, whatever, dude. Let it go.
Here we go.
The macaroni
famous, see, I
elbows.
promised, and then I delivered. I said you were going to see one that said macaroni elbows, and boom.
like the
Actually
labeling.
made from real macaronis. Cheese flavor.
You may have seen
flavor,
some of my other portraits. I've done Barbara Streisand and Pee Wee Herman. This one, yeah.
For those of you guys out there who actually
know what
been
it's talking about.
following some of our careers, Aubrey is the creator of God and Devil, a wildly successful show. So
Hugely.
that's where the macaroni comes
Yeah.
Big and Bali.
They had a lot of that.
I
German
really-
kids. Who doesn't love a German kid?
from. I don't know what this is, really.
I like the guy that's floating, that's
That guy.
clinging to the wall there. And he's got stuff around his mouth.
It's like Sideways Sal or somebody. I don't know.
When I was
And
going
then,
through
and
all
then like
this,
a kindly, elderly crocodile up in the corner.
when I was
there.
going through all the material, this was just like so random
in
that
the
it had.
hell?
We had to throw it in because I have no idea what this is.
This is just early origin stuff
Oh
here.
boy.
Oh,
Oh, now the real
Number-
stuff. The real stuff. Okay, here we go.
this was just a quick when we were trying to figure out a good situation that went bad. Here's a frog playing a banjo, gets eaten by a fish. Just trying to get the concept across to the people.
That was it. Ship it. As we
Yeah, call it good.
Now, I have no idea what this.
I have no
you
idea.
should be embarrassed, Brody.
Yeah,
I think you did this.
This one's doing it pretty good. There's some,
It is what it is. Either you like it or you don't.
I don't know if he's even juggling or levitating these balls here.
He's just throwing up his hands, going, "What the heck?"
He sure is happy.
Don't judge that clown. That clown. Just love him.
Dude, I can't explain this one. This will get us in the court.
I think this is another early, high level.
Did we come up with this
Dude.
first? I forget.
Oh
Did we
yeah, I
think
think
of this?
so. I think we got ripped off.
think
In
that
the
was
story.
Power Rangers.
In the story.
Comes in and kicks the guy in the face.
Picks in the
Simple,
head.
simple, good fun.
Yep.
He's just looking for excuses to do some violence, I think.
Look at that pose. He's so manly.
Yeah, it is intimidating. Is that you? Did you draw?
These were some of mine.
Yeah, there you
Navarro,
go.
pitching it hard.
I have nothing to
Here,
say.
I think
this was
Ken
supposed
was
to be
trying to be
splendid.
splendid.
Yeah,
Very splendid indeed here with an exclamation
has
point.
nothing
as
to
this-
look like.
As
This
this
is
I
like,
don't know who this
like
other
Homie
guy
the
is.
Anteater. What's that about? Why has he got a baby?
I
What
honestly
is
don't
it?
remember.
Yeah. Is that, did we have an urban thing going on earlier
Yeah.
that we dropped or something?
We wanted to
he
keep
looks
our
tired.
Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
All right.
Nap time.
Oh my god. All right.
All right.
More.
All right. Let's all
stupid drawings.
Let's all suck our teeth in unison. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. That's bad.
These are roadies.
This is a goofy guy with a happy face on his chest. Very funny, and even funnier.
I think
a
these are
guy
just
with a big
these are
hat.
more just
Yeah.
explorations. It was just like whatever goes, and so
And
obviously we reached that limit and
Hit a
pulled
wall.
back from it.
Hit a
went
wall.
nowhere.
More exploration.
More exploration. Here's a goofy giraffe.
This guy has so much potential. You
business
can't
person.
even wedge him into one show. I mean, you know.
It's Toys R Us.
It's kind of getting close to Lumpy, I guess, in this one, but I don't know. Giraffe business person.
He's off to
Animal,
work.
business animal. know.
Chinese star.
I think was this a
can't
box
go wrong.
full of shuriken.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with ninja stars and a cute bunny. Come on, that was.
This is probably the early beginnings already.
Win-win.
of-
We're getting close. We're getting close.
Yeah, things are warming up now.
Stupid. This is a bunny frolicking through some flowers and runs off a cliffside.
Pretty much. I mean, if you had to like distill Happy Tree Friends down to its purest form,
That is true.
these 2 frames will do you.
These drawings. Are
Unusually
terrible.
happy people suddenly
Unusually
just eating and dying. That is pretty much.
I like the note to note that it's not actually a bunny, but it's another
Oh, it's
creature
another
in
guy
a
in a
bunny
suit.
costume.
and a bunny suit.
That's good fun. Good
Or
fun.
it's a bunny in a bunny suit.
This is pretty fun here. a bunny receiving the new space friends with a flower. Space friends come out and zap
I
the
think
bunny in half.
Didn't we go back in time when you were 5 and had you draw this?
I
Rhodey,
think so.
and then come
This
back?
was a Happy Space Friends. I think we're working on.
just more early concept
terrible.
stuff.
Origins.
I like the rainbow. More rainbows here, and more
More
copyright infringement.
once again, I want to note the kicking on the head.
Kicking.
There's an arrow if you
Yeah,
miss
in
it.
case you may have missed it.
In case you missed it.
Yeah. The other arrow up here, which I did
Coming in.
miss. He's coming in. I didn't notice that.
More concept stuff.
played.
Obviously, it
Kick
was.
to the face.
How come we didn't use the arrow as a character? He's pretty
fun.
good. He's really good in the
Maybe we'll
storyboards.
still bring him back.
Another stupid guy in a bunny suit.
Getting close though.
Getting
You can
close,
see.
I
Getting
guess.
close.
Cheeks. Most close.
What's
thing
that
is
down
the-
there at his feet? What's going
I
on
don't know.
there?
He's got
No
no,
hands,
hands,
though.
though.
No hands.
Bunny, close to a bunny.
It's kind of existential. Think about it. You'll get it later.
Yeah, if you think about it,
You get it while you're
really
sleeping.
all makes sense.
It's true. If you really think
if you
about
really
it.
think about it,
Yeah. Just take a moment.
just think about it.
Well, wait.
See.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
See?
Makes
There you go.
sense.
It's clear to me.
I don't know. bunny with a bomb, trouble, right?
Is it bomb or
I
is
think
it
this is
a hand bomb?
I think, you know what? We need to flip this one over. Now it works. See?
if you-
Happy, then the bomb.
if you at home
Yeah.
just stand on your head, this might
Stand on
make
your
more
head.
sense.
Yeah, I think it will make more sense.
I don't know what's going on here.
I think these are just more character explorations.
Character
and
explorations.
Getting close though. The one on the right is almost cuddles.
Here's a step back. Is bunny in the guy in the bunny suit again, and good fun with Jack in the Box, but instead it has a so stupid
And note the creepy
boxing glove.
Clown.
clown
All right, next
in the
one.
corner.
Yeah.
Stupid bunny guy in the bunny
flower
suit
is
again.
my
And
favorite.
and
Let me ask
flower
you,
with
why line paper on this piece? What was it calling to you? Why line paper?
If you count the lines, there's 14 lines in them. And if you divide that by 2, it's 7.
Oh. Think about it.
It makes sense if you think about it.
Yes.
Happy pig looking skyward.
Again, no arms or
No
hands.
arms, no arms. I guess I got lazy
Brody
with
had
with the arms. I'd get there and
Okay, just come. He can't draw hands.
I think that's where Handy. Are these origins to Handy?
No handy, maybe.
No
I like the
hands?
Jughead crown on this dog character.
Yeah, what's that guy?
So just
no
more,
hands.
more early character, but it's getting closer. You can see the proportions are almost getting their eyes and stuff like that.
Oh, one frame.
It's on.
One frame description here, pretty much.
Trouble.
This is the show here. We're getting close. Two cute animals
Playing with
playing
a
with a
bomb.
bomb.
Which we've never had a bomb in.
Never had a bomb.
Really?
No.
Didn't go
Damn.
that route.
I think we might have
Wow.
to.
Or rainbows. You know.
Well,
we
I
left
think in the
rainbows out.
the second DVD, right? Isn't there a
racial.
couple in the second DVD?
Maybe
I think
if you
maybe.
save your money right.
Save your money.
Shame.
Tell your parents now.
Another bunny.
Lots of bunnies.
Man,
bunnies.
oh man, look
Bunnies,
at that one.
not just bunnies, but animals in bunny costumes.
that's
Bunnies
terrible.
ahoy, matey.
All right, next one.
Yeah.
Getting close though. Still getting close.
Oh, this is early. This is way early. This is like,
But
yeah.
this is it. This is pretty much
what-
it.
This is it. It's on.
This is what did the first. I guess it would be called the pilot.
yeah.
The Banjo Frenzy, which is also on this DVD.
Quality.
You can go check it out later.
Here you could see really close origins of Cuddles, Toothy, and Giggles.
And the bear that never
the
made
bear
it.
that never made it. He was he was replaced
And he dropped
by
out. He ended up going to law school, I think.
Yeah, yeah, he had the
Halfway.
career track.
Halfway
Went to
going.
law school.
this Lumpy later replaced. Oh, actually, Dinosaur
And then
Yeah, and then you're
replaced
right.
the bear, and then Lumpy
Yeah.
came in.
But yeah, this is early.
Marshmallowy fun. All right, what's going on
I think
here?
these are just sketches of the bear, and you see
The bear
on the right.
transformation to getting angry. At the
Not much to say. Just sketches.
More sketches. A close up
Nice.
a la Rat Fink
Totally.
Note
drawing
the
of-
veins
of the bear here.
and the messed up teeth.
Very angry.
This is where I think the bear is supposed to flip out.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the Banjo Frenzy episode, you'll see what
All
we're
will be
talking
revealed.
about. All will be
The
revealed.
scales will fall from your eyes. Here's the replacement.
They called in the
Here
replacement.
we go.
Get the dinosaur.
This is the dinosaur playing the banjo in front of the kids by the fire. And I guess there's another one here where he's terrorizing the city with a banjo. I like the guy at the bottom who's kneeling.
But this character eventually got
Folk music, no!
this character eventually got evolved into Lumpy. And you can kind of see the similarities, the buck teeth and the stupid
Overbite.
eye look.
Cross eyes came later.
face and,
Good fun.
Barney Fife.
good times. This is what started it all. Brody made this sketch early on, and I kept it. And it was a
So
little piece of
stupid.
paper, and I kept it. And I said, one day we're going to be able to make the show, and this is what it's going to be right here.
This is where it's gonna show up.
Yeah.
This beautiful
Which is
DVD
pretty much
commentary.
Lifty and or shifty. I mean, he changed a
Early-
little bit.
early sketches.
Early, yeah.
Note the nipples.
Yes, that's very important. And the belly button.
So the whole concept here was like the fedora jacket of this kind of kleptomaniac raccoon who rips it open.
Shady.
Then shows, the goods inside.
I think these are just sketches of characters. Once the look was kind of nailed, just coming up with more characters to throw in the
You
mix.
guys are just padding. This is
Yeah,
a
well-
doodle. This is like a doodle on a phone kind of thing.
Well, no,
My
no.
mom did this.
No, if you look, there's a little convict character that never made it with a little shovel, little mole guy. I guess.
Oh, nice.
A little track light thing.
Here's that urban look again, dude.
Hey, that's hip hop.
Hip hop,
Yeah.
hip hop,
friends.
hippopotamus.
And here's a little. I guess this is early giggles with some
bottom.
some crutches.
For those of you following at home.
Yeah, God, please go get a job already.
This guy, we still might, maybe one day,
Wow,
with your help, friends at home.
Out there.
This is
gentle viewers.
a character that might still make it into the show.
This is Bunny Bumpkin.
Bunny
and I think there's a
Bumpkin.
better
Wow.
sketch of him later on.
He'll come in
not
later
so
on. He's just like a hillbilly type of character. You'll see more of later on. Early concepts for Mole.
Left was the
Looking-
early one, and the right one was pretty much what he looks like now.
There he is, looking quite dashing. Look at
dapper.
note the mole.
He's all grown up now.
Wow, early concept on mime.
yeah.
It's pretty close here.
He looks a lot creepier.
Yeah, it looks
in this.
creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know what that stuff is
That
around
mouth
his
is
lips.
mouth.
It's blood.
Blood of
It's
the
not
damned.
makeup. It's blood. And he's got the scary animal balloons. Those are always scary. So mime with a question mark. I guess we were still figuring it out there.
What his name was going to be. I guess we just lazed out. and
Yeah.
just, hey, let's just call him mine.
Mime's fine.
I'm good with it.
Mime the mime.
Wait, he's not even in this batch of episodes, right?
He's in part 2.
Yeah, he is in part 2.
Save your box tops.
Wink, wink. So here's the evolved Shifty and or Lifty. from
got-
that earlier sketch. Really close. We just turned him into a raccoon.
He's got Rolex watches.
Nice.
I think earlier he was just some shady character,
Yeah,
and
he's-
then later we made them kleptomaniacs.
He's peddling axes and knives before now. He's
Still
got
keeping the nipples.
fine jewelry.
Though. Didn't
Nipples.
Joel Schumacher call us and say, "Hey,
Yeah,
those
keep the
characters
nipples.
have to have nipples"?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we said, "Sure, you know what you're
Yep.
doing."
Early Flippy concepts.
Aubrey being the voice of Flippy here.
Yeah. How do they talk?
You forgot.
Like that, you know.
Very nice. Oscar
Any-
worthy.
Ah,
Oscar worthy. Not to be confused with Pirate.
Ah, stab you like that, right? Ah,
Stab you.
I got a gun, I'll shoot you. Right? Pretty much.
So this was. Hey, he's actually injured.
I
in
can just
these
whip
videos.
that out any time, too. It's weird. I can just, like that. It's weird. It's just in there.
It's a
in me.
talent.
It's in me.
Here he's just war torn. This is a Vietnam vet type of character that flips out whenever he hears or sees.
Anything.
Yeah. Shiny or dull objects.
Ooh.
Oh, this is early Russell.
We have Russell the Pirate. This was fun. I think at first I was really trying hard to have them have names like Lifty, Shifty,
Giggles, like really cute.
names. And we had no name for this guy. And
we just called him
Ken
Russ.
suggested, what about Russell? And we're like, all right, this.
Note that on the left side, there's a note at the bottom. Crack stuff on his chest.
These are
Yeah.
nice.
Did he ever do that in any of the
No.
shows? Yeah, he never did.
Actually,
yes, he
in
does.
this
Whose line?
on this DVD, there's a bonus episode whose line is it anyways that was never aired, and it's on this DVD, and it has Russell in it, and you'll see him cracking stuff on his chest. That was
Yes.
one of the original concepts we wanted for him to do. Is like he would have this compulsive habit of just cracking stuff on his chest.
Whatever he'd find, he'd try
Whatever
to
he'd
crack it on his chest
find.
like
He
sea
just
otters
needed
do.
to crack it.
And
his chest.
throughout all these sketches, you'll see random frantic notes on the bottom of the papers.
Why is he a pirate?
We're still figuring
Because
out.
pirates are funny.
Yar! Pop and Cub. Early sketches that look really close, but notice the early names. Here's the bad example of me trying to keep the stupid cute names. Here's Fuzzy and Poppy.
Fuzzy
Poppy.
and Poppy.
It's clever. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant. How about Fuzzy and Opium? Opium. That'd be good.
Poppy.
Poppy? Come on.
But these guys are pretty much there. They were already.
They're there.
We wanted some
You
sort
want
of
to do the
like,
voice for you? I'll throw it out.
Pop.
Hey, son, don't leave
Hey,
any more of those
they don't
conspicuously.
say anything.
We forgot.
See,
that
now
they
I
don't
always
talk.
see. I'd come in and do it, and you gave me those lines like you were talking. There was no talking.
There's never any
Did you guys-
understandable language.
In Happy Tree Friend.
Wow.
We
But-
wanted a father and
So
son.
you guys basically are exploiting my speech impairment. Whatever.
Hey, exploding.
It's fun.
That's what you
It's
call
fun.
it.
The kids love it.
So, anyways, we wanted a father and son combo kind of duo dynamic so we could have an episode.
Like first bike ride or
Yeah.
first anything
Just trouble.
that ended up getting ugly. Here we have
Early Sniffles.
Early Sniffles.
to the left. Who used to be a squirrel.
Who was a squirrel, I guess. And, we're going for the nerd look. And here we have. Did he ever use the.
No, the inhaler. There's more notes on the side there.
He got the asthma inhaler. And here's some more brilliant frantic writings here that I wrote down.
Sneezes, ants shoot out.
What?
Ants on girl's face. That's pretty much how we take down notes here for this show. Actually, later on, I scanned in some notes that we will see in the end there that
I think
that we were working off of. And it's pretty
I
crazy.
think this is when we were early in development, and I'd get up from sleep and try to jot down some notes of what these guys would do, and some of them are really stupid. But there's the origins.
Nutty and looks like Giggles.
Oh yeah, Giggles. We originally had rolling around in roller skates like what's her name from Facts of Life, but
Tootie.
Tootie. Tootie.
Sure.
Good thing I was here.
Yeah. Anyways, so we eventually scrapped that for unknown reasons. I guess it was just hard to keep that going throughout the
She had a
shows.
life preserver.
Yeah, no. And she's got a floating animal thing for the pool here for no reason.
And Nutty's pretty much
Nutty
the
was
way
there.
he is. I think we just came up with the concept and we kind of knew what he wanted to be, and
And it stuck.
just this
Sugar freak.
sugar freak with all this candy stuck onto him. Lippy really did a good voice doing him, actually. Here's
Here we
another
have-
naming thing.
Corky,
Corky.
ladies and gentlemen.
Who's flaky now.
I mean, it's obvious. I just pictured a
Porcupine.
porcupine with dandruff, severe case of dandruff.
Right, yeah,
but
by the way, for those of you out there,
Corky,
those
I
little
thought-
square things are dandruff.
Okay.
Corky.
I thought it was like
I thought
sprinkles.
said it all, but
If you're on the East Coast, Jimmy's. Yes.
Aubrey and I had a big discussion.
Yes.
shit,
Yes.
so-
We should have an East Coast, West Coast version of
Version
this
of the
track.
DVDs,
Yeah.
yes.
And we'll say
Just
sprinkles
layout.
on one.
Yeah.
It'll be all the same.
Notice the
sprinkles
on
Jimmy's.
So pretty close. It was already there, except for the name. We switched it out to Flaky.
Flaky.
Here's Skunk, who later
Early-
became Petunia.
Petunia.
Proportions are a little.
Wow, I didn't
nice.
even add a Y to that. Skunky.
Did she
Just
still
been
have the
skunky.
tree thing?
Yeah, she
Oh,
does.
nice call.
That was the little touch. That was the little
Good stuff.
personification.
You know, keep the smell.
And the dreaded Disco Bear there. Yep.
Disco Bear.
Not even gonna talk about it.
Dude, if you give me $5, I'll talk him up. Disco Bear, I will. Just a little money. Disco Bear. Disco.
I like the song. Disco Bear. I really wanted a 70s
Notice the platform
type
shoes.
character in there. And he only got one shot at the big time there, but there's an early sketch there. Oh, here we go. We had early origin of Buddhist Monkey, which never made it in.
Buddhist Monkey, we all thought was so good that he deserved his own show. So
Bas-
we didn't put him in.
Basically, it was a monkey
Like a-
amongst
A
all
monk
these,
monkey.
a monk monkey amongst all these happy tree
Get it?
friends, and
He just float around too.
float around with his power
The
and
power of his mind.
and have like this was just a silly excuse for like Dragon Ball type chaos. And
Again, back to the Power Rangers thing you saw earlier. Maybe some head kicking.
yeah, head kicking always good.
And to the right is one of the most brilliant characters. Is Crow Marmot.
The animation on this guy,
He's not actually on this DVD. Another reason to save your money to get Volume 2. Shameless plug.
Yep.
this so
You're gonna get the marmot. The crow Buddhist monkey.
But our joke with Crow Marmot was we always wanted to sneak him in. He didn't do anything because he was obviously he's frozen in a block
he's
of
a
ice.
Neanderthal happy tree friend frozen in a block of ice, and we're gonna
But-
try to sneak him in.
But he
every-
would always do weird stuff. Like you would find like they would be missing like say a ball, and you'd see it in there frozen with him. You'd
Or-
be like, "How'd it get in there? I don't know. Who
Or
cares?"
he'd be working a register at a store
Yeah.
just for no reason.
In a block of ice.
It was a lot of fun.
By the way, Crow Marmot is the only character in Happy Tree Friends that never dies. That was
Whoa. Big
heard it here
trivia.
first.
For the kids.
Big trivia.
Isn't that worth the price of admission right there? I think it is. I think it is.
Totally.
Here we go. More Buddhist
More
monkeys.
Buddhist monkey. Notice the glowing action, the radiance around him.
Oh,
What's the-
remember?
what's the four things
remember
on
the
his
racist conversation we had about his eyes, Rhodey?
What?
Remember the way we were gonna draw his eyes was.
Oh, the other
yeah.
way? I don't understand. Was it going
Well, we
the
had
other way?
this whole discussion about how we were gonna draw his eyes because he was gonna be always has his eyes shut. And
Oh,
convex, concave.
to not
straight.
have the. Yeah.
There you go. Enough said. Racism right here in Happy Tree Friends. We're not afraid to tackle the hard stuff.
It runs deep.
He's half Asian. He can say that.
Represent
It
you.
runs deep. This was a fun character that actually never made it into the show.
Cookie.
Cookie the sloth.
The sloth. He was a chef, and he was gonna have his own cooking show.
Whatever.
Everything's
well, we
burning
had
or what?
some-
Because he goes so
some-
slow.
Well, some of the ideas we had for the show is they would be watching TV and they would always be Cookie with a cooking show, but it would take him forever to like
He'd be adding
pour
salt
the milk
to
or
it.
something.
In the salt forever.
He'd be like changing channels and he'd still be there, you know, the same position.
Really slow, but the whole
So-
show would have taken up like hours if we threw this guy in there.
So he was part of the final lineup, but he just kind of never made an episode because it just took too damn long for the 1 minute episodes for him to do it.
or Cookie.
But he may still make it. Once again, shameless plug.
Yep. Check in. Part 2. There might be a bonus episode.
Sign those checks. Oh boy, Pranky.
Here's one of the better ones that got cut.
This guy's an idiot. Look at this guy. He's got.
Pranky,
I
and
think I hate him more than Disco Guy. I gotta say.
Yeah, this guy.
It's just
Pranky, who also went around by Jokey too for a little bit.
Reminds me of, what was that on The Simpsons when they had the Scratchy and Scratchy dude that Homer played the voice of?
Oh, Poochie.
It's Poochie, man. This is like Poochie. He's like, hey, pull out all the stops. Kids love fake noses and cowboys and Indians and star fighting.
Rubber
and
chickens.
What? I don't know. It's got everything.
Pranky, yeah.
You're Pranky.
Pranky.
But I guess
You could see why he didn't fly. He stayed on the cutting room floor. Oh, this is the downright most ugliest thing I've ever.
This was already in production. You guys were already like doing stuff when you made
No,
this
no, no.
thing?
This is early on still.
Oh, okay,
I guess we were
good.
trying to work in a centaur character for no reason.
Greek myths.
but he's all bummed, remember?
Yeah,
that was
he
his deal.
His whole deal was he was always depressed through the shows. Actually, this rooted from a prank gift we had floating around the office.
Oh, I had that for a while.
It exchanged many hands. It was a depressed looking centaur, and
hilarious.
it got passed around many Christmas
yeah.
parties. But it's just sad to see this thing.
It is.
It's really sad. He's missing
Please
a
go
leg back there.
get
Yeah.
a Kleenex.
That's
gentle
not a leg,
viewer.
Brody.
Here's more early sketches of the convict mole that never made it. He looks shady, doesn't he?
He's great though. He may yet make it. I like this
May
guy.
yet make it. So, yeah.
What do you think, Diggy?
Sure. Ends in Y. Perfect.
Diggy the convict. I like it.
Sure. Ship it.
Oh no!
Oh, boy.
Rhodey fought for this guy so
This
hard.
This guy never made it. I really wanted to have a character that was just perfect and ended up being...
Note the detail.
Ended up
Does
being-
everything perfect, kids get jealous.
That's the frantic...
More frantic
More
note.
frantic notes written at like wee hours in the morning.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
So yeah, just was a cyborg
Jealous.
animal, and I really wanted to go all out with this one and have like 3D effects and everything, and it just would have gotten way out of control.
Jim, put the sound in 3D when you do like that. It'll be like, whoa, I got good money for that. Turn up the speakers right now. You get.
That's high tech. That's high tech.
It is like that.
Oh, Mafia Doctor.
Oh,
This guy
Mafia Doctor was the
never
best.
made it, and this is Aubrey. I think thought of this guy.
Mafia, that's a great idea.
Mafia Doctor.
We
like
wanted
whenever
to-
I don't
somebody got
remember it, but I
injured,
like it. That's good.
Happy
The
Tree Fans
Mafia
would get injured. They'd go see Mafia Doctor.
and he would make it even worse.
Make it worse and really painful to watch. But if you look closely, he's got the cement shoes, the bandaged up arm, like he's been through some
That's
stuff
nice,
himself.
dude.
In the
I don't remember coming up with that. That's
Yeah,
a good
Mafia
idea.
Doctor.
That's good.
You can keep it for later.
Patting yourself in the back.
I-
I don't know
I-
who these two other random characters
Broken
are.
antler. I know, but that guy's got a big head.
He does.
Enough said.
I guess here's
Penny,
who I don't remember at all, but
You drew
Dude, that was a good
She
idea,
seems-
man. Penny, dude,
Penny,
with a
man.
crown and
she has a
And a
crown
mink
and a dead mink.
What the hell?
with a tongue sticking. Is that a tongue or an arm?
I have no idea.
Just more random
Plead the
characters.
fifth.
More random characters that didn't make it. I
Here's,
guess here's
Princess.
Not a far stretch from Penny back there, but it's
You were
really,
in a cr-
I was really
you were
trying.
Brownie
You were
Moon.
getting paid for this, Cody?
I was trying to hold on to Penny
Basically,
for
you're just taking other drawings and putting crowns
Putting ears on them. Look at that. Shameless.
Nah, it's
Shameless.
pathetic. Sad.
the kids love it.
I don't know who this is. It looks like an early
Looks early
Sniffles.
Sniffles.
More like the other one.
Um,
Oh.
Warthog.
Oh, he never made it, did he?
He never made it.
Chargy. He could have been Chargy. That would have been great. Just started charging him.
Would have been great.
No, you invited Chargy.
Oh, oh, Chargy's here.
It's rutting season. You invited Chargy. I don't know what the hell that means.
This guy was
They
fun.
said someone calls up my house. It's rutting season. You have to pardon, man.
It's a Warthog with
Look
snot.
out for Chargy. He may be coming out to a theater near you.
Yeah.
That's as far as that guy went.
Jing, jing.
Here we go.
Oh, here's the a finished Bunny Bumpkin.
Bunny Bumpkin.
Weren't they supposed to be brothers? There was
There's two
another-
brothers, and they drive around pretty much like the Dukes of Hazzard, the
Nice.
Duke boys, in a ratty car. And
Notice the triple X bottle of a moonshine. Yeehaw!
And pretty much we just wanted to do like Dukes of Hazzard type episodes with Lumpy as the sheriff and stupid. It might still happen.
Oh,
coming.
and I don't know. You might note this that the hayseed is colored differently Because this is when Rody brought this to me, I said, oh, it needed an editorial touch, so I added the hayseed.
Well,
Brilliant.
Mouth. Yeah, and
Really?
that was it.
Played.
It was like, ship it. You
see,
know?
before it's like, what's this dude doing with his hat over his head? Drinking a pornographic apple juice or whatever. But now I see,
Hey,
oh,
see?
he's a simple country bumpkin.
Well, that's why I get
That's
paid
what
the big
editing.
bucks.
That's what editing does. It's good. Ken put this in here, and
Road
it's wrong. Here's a road warrior type of happy tree friend, and he looks depressed actually. But,
Well, wouldn't you wearing
I
that?
don't know what he's wearing. I don't
Is
know.
he Commando? That guy who played this guy was in that movie.
No,
the very
didn't
end.
even
He's gonna get the
That's
pipe right through him.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was
That
thinking
gets
with this
around.
guy,
Oh,
but
man.
that's sneaky.
There you
Ken.
go.
Ken.
See, exposing all
Yes.
We're sharing all
the
of
kids.
it.
You know,
Friends at
you're
home.
bringing
the
it-
good
bringing it-
and the bad.
Yep.
I like this guy. This guy's great. I don't know why he never
Some
made
kind
it.
of shady
Is it possum? It looks like a possum.
Yeah.
possum something.
Was he
rather.
Mole's-
I don't know.
Mole's, like,
Detective
enemy or something?
I have no idea. Oh, yeah. This guy was supposed to be, like, I think Mole's arch nemesis that would
He's great.
which we never really got to do any of the James Bond type stuff with Mole that we wanted to, but this guy was supposed to be a guy he'd go up against.
More possum humor.
Possum. Can't get enough of
good.
them possums.
There's pretty good backstory with these little possums there, Ken, right?
Oh, I didn't even know. I
tell
thought she was wearing like a New Jersey Mafia wife shirt
She
or
would
something.
she'd go around. It was the possum mom, and she'd have her kids hanging off
But
of her.
the bonus thing was she would use them as hand grenades. Is what Ken thought of.
Everyone knows that possums are explosive
Exactly.
when thrown.
Well, only when they're
she,
young.
yeah,
Right,
and she would
right.
pull the tail like a grenade thing and
Chuck 'em.
and then they'd explode.
Gee, and that didn't make it.
Obviously, it didn't go anywhere because of that.
Man,
Yeah, nobody likes grenade humor anymore. I don't know
stupid
why.
entertainment committees.
Swami.
Swami skunk, I guess.
He
Here.
almost made it too.
This guy really fought for it, but a lot of people ruled him out. Just thought it'd be fun to have a Swami in there.
Swami versus Buddhist monkey. Can you see the epic battle?
There's a floating monkey there on the side with a
Yeah.
fez. I don't know what that's about, but
It's the best.
Swami. There you go.
Oh,
This was mine. I really pushed hard for this
dude,
guy.
How did
but-
this never happen?
Look at the
Exactly.
look at the frantic
never
writing down there. The ugly was crossed out
Ugly.
like for
No,
me.
no.
It's
Not ugly.
like it's
No.
no.
Dig deeper, Ken. Dig deeper. Meat
Meat
face.
face. How do you say no to meat face?
Ken really pushed hard for this character. It was a guy with a bag over his head.
A paper
A
bag.
paper bag, and his name would be Meatface. And if you look inside the bag, there he's got googly eyes. Even there, he's just deranged.
Well, supposedly his face was all mangled, and
Yeah.
they could never look at him
He never
directly.
made it. I think all the kids at home that had bags on their faces were hurt by the
Yeah, I
by
think
the
that's
test
why.
screenings we had with this
Yeah.
guy. This guy should not have made it in here.
Skizzy.
This is horrible. This is
Shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan, right? Come on. Come on. It's Skizzy on my Jizzy, Izzy, Lizzy.
this is
Shiz
just
on my
was
nizzle.
a skinny squirrel with ribs exposed. We'll leave it. We'll leave it at that.
Come on. There's something dark going
Tell all,
on here,
Brody.
dude.
All right. Tell all
on.
was
Wait,
actually this
invite
was.
these people.
All right, here we go. Tell all this was a character I did for my college newspaper. I was secretly trying to sneak him in there.
Oh, I
was-
didn't even know.
There you
about
go.
that.
Dark.
I'm sharing with
Dirty.
you. And he
Oh,
was
man.
he was just pretty much a starving squirrel.
That's just stealing, Rhodey. That's
From
just
yourself,
stealing. From
which is the
yourself.
worst kind of
I'm giving it for the people,
Okay, fair enough.
for the kids.
I don't know who this is.
Oh, God.
Platypusy.
Moving on.
No, wait.
Okay, he's
This
got
is
something to say.
a platypus maniac guy that we were trying to. He had a straight
Oh,
jacket,
he's
and
in a straight
Yeah,
jacket.
and he's foaming at the mouth if you look closely, but and the eyes are going wonky.
gosh.
That's as far as that went there too.
Oh, Lord.
More
More
platypus. humor.
platypus. If you look here, you can see Ken's fine
More-
editing again.
more editorial.
Where he just added swimming
Fins.
fins at the bottom there.
Hey, it makes it all come together.
Closure.
I like the
I
hat
like the swim gear with the hat.
for no reason. Oh,
So here
boy.
was what I was talking about earlier, the frantic notes that we had for the show.
Oh man,
This was pretty much all we worked from.
it's fun. We get paid to do this stuff here.
Oh, we get paid? You guys are getting paid for this?
Weren't you getting?
No. I wasn't getting no money.
What's up?
No.
Wait a minute. We need to talk about this.
You got that fruit basket.
Fruit, yeah, that's mostly what I work fruit and
I just got bread.
soap. You get handmade soap. I work for soap.
So
Man,
anyway, just frantic notes that we would get paid to do.
these are more notes.
Good fun here.
Dude, you should
Look,
just
there's
specialize in balloon drawings only.
Dude, that's it. After that, it's all downhill from
Find
here.
your niche and just fill it, baby.
the paddle ball in the face.
Yeah, that's just trouble waiting to happen. And here to the left, or bottom left, is a kid blowing out some candles, and I guess they're gonna light up the balloon strings there, and some wackiness would ensue there. And also one of those birthday, what are those things even called that you blow into?
I don't know.
It's on fire though.
Whatever it is. It's
Comedy.
Anything on fire is good.
It's sad.
Sick.
Oh, more racial
I just-
stereotypes. That's good.
Ken
I
here.
just threw this in. It was just
No, Irish people, they're always drunk and punching people there.
I was just exploring the limits of Cuddles and his character.
I think Ken was secretly trying to get some gigs in Japan with this thing and get some
Yeah.
toys made.
I was just trying to play up Cuddles
He's got-
because I do his voice. So.
He's got some samurai cuddles and
really
Arctic
pushing him up.
blast cuddles and
Did it
Sub-Zero.
on lined paper and just tore it out of the notebook.
Yeah,
It's all
once
good.
again, line paper.
And here at the bottom is this is the Spider-Man / Daredevil action line.
flips. Very nice.
Action flips.
It all makes sense if you
Think about it.
really.
I guess that's it.
That's about it.
Well, there you go. Thanks for hanging around with the sketches and kicking back as we unveil the deepest, darkest, most embarrassing secrets of the Happy Tree Friends.
Let's talk about you guys getting paid again. How did that work?
I don't know, man.